Good evening, Cullman County baseball fans. We're coming to you live from Donald Freeman Field here at Cold Springs High School. We're here with CCBOE TV. I'm Adam McKinnon. I'm joined by Miss Jimmy Jennings. Jimmy, how are you doing this evening?
Doing great. Fabulous.
So we have the Cullman County Baseball Championship this afternoon as the number 1 seed West Point Warriors be taking on the number 2 seed Fairview Aggies. Had a little pregame visit from the umpires there.
They better call strikes.
Looks like Mr. Jonathan Smith be behind the plate there. Anyway, so West Point here, number 1 seed in the tournament, had a bye on Saturday, so they played their first semifinal game earlier today as they beat Good Hope. Fairview beat Holly Pond on Saturday, and then just a few minutes ago eliminated Cold Springs to set up this 1 versus 2 county championship. Jimmy, what are you expecting in the game today?
Well, we already know Fairview has burnt some pitching, so I'm not sure about the pitching. That could be questionable. And I really don't know very much about West Point, so can't give you much details there. But they only had 1 game today, so.
Yes, pretty good advantage for West Point being the top seed, not having to play on Saturday and only having 1 game to get here to the finals. We'll get you lineups, starting lineups and batting orders as soon as we get started here. West Point being led by Coach Drew Bryson. Fairview's head coach Nick Dumas. So they walk out to home plate to meet with the umpires before the game.
So is this Coach Bryson's first year at West Point as head coach? I know he's been there a year or 2 as assistant.
I don't know how many years he has been the head coach, but he's been there for a few. He's been doing that for a little while. Coach Nick Dumas is in his first year, from my understanding.
Mm-hmm.
Again, head coach is here.
I guess I'll fill in for him.
Okay, there you go.
Adam had to go turn on the lights.
I'm
Man
at a
of
loss
many
for
hats.
words while we're waiting on the flip here. I don't know.
Nobody knows who I am, though, so we'll keep that quiet.
No, this is Ty Watwood
No,
coming
easy.
to you.
I'm just the button pusher.
No, you were the mastermind who gets all this going.
You guys have a nice facility here, nice field.
We are very proud of our facility. They take good care of it. They work really, really hard. I know baseball and softball coaches have to do a whole lot of extra work on their fields than, some of the other sports that are involved in.
Okay,
in
he's
things.
back. Now I don't have to talk.
Thank you, Ty.
Sorry about that. Umpire didn't know I was busy, I guess. He requested I get the lights turned on. So
You're just sitting here with the headphones on and a notepad in your lap. We were discussing the facilities, how nice they are.
Cold Springs PA announcer Mr. Ted Blaylock leading us into the national anthem here.
Such a beautiful day again that you have given us. Thank you for these 2 teams that represented. Thank you for the great country we live in, the freedom we enjoy. Thank you for the privilege and honor of living in Cullman County. Thank you, Lord, for your many blessings. We ask for safety and protection of those participating in this tonight in this game as they play for the Cullman County Championship. We ask you, Lord, to help us behave in such a way bring honor and glory to both schools, and most of all to you, Lord. In Christ's name we pray.
All right, we're getting close to first pitch time here.
Championship.
The West Point Warriors will take the field as the home team and the top seed here. Looks like number 8, Brody Freeman, going to be on the mound. Catcher will be number 16, Colton McCoy. Looks like leading off for Fairview, going to be number
8, Crimson Right.
Number 8, Crimson Wright. It'll be a nice afternoon for baseball. 67 degrees here at the start of the game. First pitch going to be about 7:08, it looks like. McCoy throws one down to second.
The games that I've watched in this tournament, Crimson's had a pretty good at bat each time, so we'll see.
Shortstop Crimson Wright steps into the plate, and we're ready for baseball. Freeman's first pitch, a little low, going to be ball 1. Fairview dugout already making a lot of noise. I noticed they were very, very active during their first game of the day today. Freeman with the pitch. Pop back. McCoy.
And he catches it. Did he catch it? Nope.
Can't quite make the play.
Nope.
Going to be a foul ball, 1-1.
Pretty close.
Freeman with the windup. Breaking pitch, a little bit low in the dirt. Going to be ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike to count here on right. Freeman. A little low and away, 3-1 count here. Right, the right-hander digs in. Freeman a little low, and that's going to be ball 4. Crimson Wright, leadoff walk to start the game. Got Nicholas Gregory stepping to the plate now. Number 13, the right-hander. Now Freeman from the stretch. A little low again, ball one.
Kind of looks like he wanted to bunt there. I don't know. Maybe he just slides his hands around on the bat.
Wright takes his lead from first. Freeman from the stretch. Throw over. Late. Wright dives back in. Freeman again from the stretch. 1-0 count. Gregory lays down the bunt. Third baseman Cochran charges in, makes a nice play, throws it over to first to get the out. It's going to be 6-3 on the putout. Number 4, Lucas West. Up to bat. Freeman, a little high with the breaking pitch. 1-0. Wright takes his lead from second. Freeman in the windup. Excuse me, from the stretch. And the pitch. Gets the fastball down the middle for a strike. Going to be 1-1. West, the right-hander, steps in the box. Wright with a big lead at second. The umpire called time before the pitch there.
Why did he do that? So when the pitcher's looking down the base runner on second, is he just kind of like warning him, hey?
Just want to keep him
trying to
close.
keep him
Want to keep him
honest.
close. You don't want to, on a hard hit, base hit, you want to try to keep him from scoring from second if possible. Checks a swing. No swing. Going to be ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. Now the count. Brody Freeman again from the stretch. Lucas West digs in. And the pitch.
Oop.
Foul tipped into the mid of McCoy there. It's going to be strike 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count here. Freeman with the 2-2. Nice breaking ball. Swing and a miss there from West. And for Fairview now, number 34, Barrett York. Big lefty coming up to the plate.
I believe he's a pretty strong hitter also.
Got 2 outs here. Crimson Wright still on second. Freeman from the stretch. Breaking pitch, catches the outside corner, strike 1. Freeman again with the pitch. Swing and a miss by York there, down 0-2. It's Freeman here 1 strike away from getting out of this first inning jam with runner in score position. And Freeman from the stretch. A little outside, ball 1. McCoy looks towards the dugout to get the call. Freeman toes the rubber. As York, the batter, waits. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Outside again, 2-2.
Before the pitch, it kind of looked like he was aiming for the outside of the plate.
With 2 strikes, try to extend the zone a little bit, see if he can get York to chase. York good eye on those last two pitches. Freeman again with the 2-2 and the pitch. And that's off the glove of the second baseman into right field. That's going to score a run with an RBI single from York.
Puts the Aggies on the board.
So the leadoff walk comes in to score. Crimson Wright takes the leadoff walk, moves to second on sacrifice bunt, and then scores on the Barrett York RBI.
Up to bat, we have Mason Black. Gannon Black.
Number 6, Gannon Black there. I was looking at my notes thinking,
Yeah.
I didn't write that down.
Mason's his big brother.
Jimmy Jennings again here with us, even though she's a Cold Springs Eagle now. That's Fairview ties. First pitch from Freeman down the middle for strike one. Barrick York with a short lead from first. Freeman and the pitch. A little high, ball one. One ball, one strike here. On number 6, Gannon Black. Pickoff move from Freeman there, not in time. Black fouls one out of play. Strike two. Again, Freeman just one pitch away from getting out of this first inning. From the stretch and the pitch. In the dirt. Oh, that's going to be a pass ball.
Behind him, he can't
McCoy
find
can't find it. Barrett York will go down to second on the pass ball there. McCoy had a hard time finding it, but York couldn't advance any further. So now another runner in scoring position. Freeman with the pitch. Strike three called.
Yep. It was right down the middle.
So Brody Freeman gets out of the inning, only giving up one run. So in the first there, Fairview, one run on one hit, one left on base. We're going to go to a commercial break. We'll be right back after this. And we're back here at Cold Springs High School, Cullman County Baseball Finals. Fairview at the top of the first takes a 1-0 lead over West Point. Looks like number 13, Nicholas Gregory, going to be on the mound for the Aggies here to start this championship game. Number 48, Andrew Putman here to lead off for the Warriors. Second baseman, Andrew Putman, leading off here in the bottom of the first. Again, Fairview with a 1-0 lead. 13, Nicholas Gregory will start from the stretch. Breaking pitch, a little bit low in the dirt, ball one. Swing and a miss, strike one. Had a foul tip into the catcher's mitt. 1 ball, 1 strike here on Putman. Gregory again from the stretch. And the pitch. That's lined back up the middle. Nice play by second baseman. Oh, can't quite make the throw, though. Putman with a leadoff infield single.
At least it was in the dirt and not overthrown, huh?
It was a nice diving stop by number 10, Camden Cullen there, but it was a little bit deep in the hole and couldn't get up and make the throw. So Putman with a leadoff single here, and Gregory's going to have a little traffic on the bases here in the bottom of the first. Number 8, Brody Freeman, the pitcher, will bat second here. And the breaking pitch, outside, ball 1. Putman with a lead at first. Gregory. Ball on the inside corner.
Yeah,
Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike here on Freeman. Gregory again toes the rubber. Throws over to first.
Ooh.
Ball gets away, not far enough for Putman to advance. Again, 1-1 count here on Freeman. As the right-hander steps in. Another throw over.
Try
Pickoff
again.
play got him at first.
It's aggressive with the base runners.
So Putman gets picked off at first, and we have 1 out for the Aggies.
I guess you don't expect it to turn around the very next play.
That was a very, very quick pickoff move from Gregory there. Good, accurate throw.
Right down the middle.
Number 6, Black, made the catch, put the tag on. Strike 2 on Freeman there, so behind in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Gregory, even without base runner, still working from the stretch. And the pitch, up in the zone, ball 2. Gregory again. Breaking pitch. Soft looper in short right field, and that's going to fall in for a base hit. Camden Cullen had a pretty good jump on the ball from second, but just couldn't quite make the play. So West Point's first 2 batters reach on singles. Had to pick off, so just a runner on first here. Got number 2, Cochran, at the plate now. I believe his name's J.D. Cochran. And Gregory starts him off with a breaking ball in there for a strike. So Brody Freeman now at first leads away. Cochran quickly behind 0-2 after the foul ball. Gregory throws over. Not quite in time. Freeman slides back in head first. Again, J.D. Cochran down 0-2. Digs in, and the pitch high. Freeman takes off for second.
Ooh, got him.
Throw is in time. So 2 away here as West Point been very aggressive on the base pass. Got picked off at first and then thrown out trying to steal at second. It was a very nice throw from Lucas West here at catcher. Camden Cullen called it, put the tag on. And Brody Freeman is caught stealing. Foul ball off the screen and right. So J.D. Cochran still down 0-2. We got 2 outs. Gregory from the stretch. Cochran Hits it down to short. Nice play there by Gannon Black, catching the one hopper. And West Point with 2 hits there in the first. They'll go down 3 up, 3 down, though. Leave no runners stranded after getting two players picked off. So after one, Fairview leading 1-0. We're going to go to a commercial break, and we'll be right back after a word from our sponsors. Next year somehow?
Yes.
All right, we're back here at Donald Freeman Field on the campus of Cold Springs High School. After 1 inning of play, Fairview leading 1-0. Brody Freeman back on the mound. Looks like due up for Fairview is going to be number 5.
This is Connor Scott.
I don't have him written down, so.
I believe this is Connor Scott.
All right, number
He's an
5,
eighth
Connor
grader.
Scott.
Mhm.
Lefty digs in. Foul ball out to the left. Quickly going to be down 0-2 here. Again, the lefty Scott back into the box. Freeman from the windup. Threw that one about 58 feet there. Ball 1. Again, Scott, lefty, patiently awaits. Brody Freeman looks in for the sign. Got the one he wants now, and the pitch. Scott fouls another one back out of play.
He's battling in there, isn't he?
Still 1 ball, 2 strikes here on Scott. Looks like number 44, Carson Jones, going to be on deck for the Aggies. Nice, back up the middle hit.
Oh, he made it.
And he beats it out.
Nice running.
Shortstop Boston Freeman charged it, scooped it, made a throw over to first, not in time. There'll be an infield single there for Connor Scott.
Oh.
And he gets picked off
Wow.
first.
That was like
Quick move from Brody
Yes.
Freeman there.
batter steps in and then he turns and makes it happen. I was just
So-
noticing Carson hugging that plate.
44 Carson Jones now bats with the bases empty. So we've had 2 players picked off and 1 caught stealing here in the first inning and a third here. Carson Jones fouls one out of play. Quickly down 0-1. Brody Freeman from the windup and the pitch. Again, this one fouled off the dugout down the first base line, down 0-2. And first baseman holds on the
He barely holds
bag
on.
there. That's McKinney.
Stumbled there for a minute. Number 2, Caden Jennings up to bat. Have to give him, my little nephew, a shout out there. He's a senior this year.
Boston Freeman's throw pulled McKinney off the bag a little bit, but he was able to hold the tag and get the out. Quickly 2 outs here for Brody Freeman. First pitch to Jennings, a little low. Ball 1. After giving up a run in the first and a few base runners, Freeman would love to have a quick inning here.
Makes
Jennings
contact.
down the left field line. Looks like going to be a foul ball. Had a host of Aggies chasing after it, and it got out of, Warriors, you're right. Host of Warriors running after it. It got out of our sight line, so I'm not sure if it stayed in play or what. But
great effort for all those guys.
Anyway, it's going to be a foul ball. 1 ball, 1 strike here on number 2, Caden Jennings, the right-hander. Steps in. Brody Freeman from the windup and the pitch. Breaking pitch and a nice one. Swung on and missed there. Got 1 ball and 2 strikes here in the top of the second. The Aggies lead West Point 1-0. Freeman, another breaking pitch. This one softly lined into center field. Boston Freeman made a play but did not have a chance to make a throw.
He's playing a little deep in the shortstop area, isn't he?
He has.
He's made several plays in the grass.
Pretty deep in the grass there. I think that's going to be an infield single for Jennings. Camden Cullen. Now the right-hander steps in. Freeman goes back to the stretch.
In the dirt.
A little bit low, bounces away, but McCoy is able to pick it up without the runner advancing. Freeman from the stretch. A little low again, ball 2. Camden Cullen up 2-0 here. Second baseman digs in again. Brody Freeman with the pitch. This one up and in. 3 balls, no strikes. Again, Freeman with the pitch. This one catches the inside corner. I think Cullen thought he had earned a free pass there, was about ready to go on down to first. Gets a called strike. Freeman with a quick throw over. Trying to catch Jennings napping. He did not. Jennings back in time.
I was just about to say, I think it's time for them to throw to first base again. They're pretty aggressive with that. So
Now it's ball 4 for Cullen. So he'll go on down to first. Yeah, both teams have done a good job of trying to keep runners in check and have done so successfully with
they have
2 pickoffs and 1 caught stealing already.
Top of the batting order.
Back to the top, number 8, Crimson White, who walked and came around to score in the top of the first. We'll bat here again in the top of the second. Fouls this one out of play. No balls and 1 strike here on shortstop Crimson White. Crimson Right. So the Aggies with the runners on first and second trying to extend their lead here with 2 outs. Brody Freeman comes set.
Yeah, it's smart, Caden.
Playing some games with Jennings there. A little high in the zone ball. 1 ball, 1 strike here.
That have me rattled after seeing how fast and quick he throws.
Second baseman creeping in a little bit, giving the runner something to think about. So he takes a fairly small lead at second. Breaking pitch, a little bit low from Freeman. 2 balls and 1 strike. Again, the Fairview dugout making a lot of noise here. Pickoff play. Another good throw, not quite in time. Jennings slides back in safely.
So I've noticed shortstop coming in, second base coming in at different times. Do they have plays? I mean, I know there's different things set up. They have armbands with all these. colors and numbers and
Yeah, they'll do some different
decide
things.
who's
They'll
coming
have
in to
different
take the
calls.
tag.
They'll have different calls depending on who's at the plate, and if it's a righty, a lefty, it kind of depends which one you want covering more so.
right.
A little low in the zone. 3 balls and 1 strike here on right. Led off the game with a walk. Trying to get back on to load the bases for Gregory. And the pitch. This one lined into left field. Jennings comes around third. Throw is cut off, and he will score as the Aggies take a 2-0 lead.
Got 2 base runners.
Nice RBI single there from Crimson Wright. So Cullman down at second. Crimson Wright will take his lead from first. Pitcher Nick Gregory digs back in here. He jumps on the first pitch down to third base, and he'll step on the bag, and that'll end the inning, but Fairview will add another run. So Fairview with another run on 2 more hits, 2 more left on base.
2-0.
Welcome to Johnny's Barbecue. Johnny's has been family owned since 1963 and making barbecue locally since 1949. Over the years, we've learned a lot about smoking the most flavorful barbecue, including pork, chicken, and ribs. Our service is fast and friendly, so come on in and take time to savor our tender pulled pork covered in homemade Johnny's barbecue sauce. Experience firsthand why Johnny's Barbecue is one of the best barbecue restaurants in the Southeast. Whether you're hungry for pork, ribs, chicken, catfish, or one of our enormous stuffed baked potatoes, our menu will satisfy your entire family. Inducted into the Alabama Barbecue Hall of Fame in 2015, Johnny's legacy continues on. Johnny's offers catering for all your events and gatherings. Johnny's is open Tuesday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. Johnny's Barbecue, bulldog slapping good.
And we're back here at the Cullman County Baseball Tournament. Fairview opened up a 2-0 lead here, scoring 1 in the top of the first, 1 in the bottom of the 1 in the top of the first, 1 in the top of the second. West Point now up for the bottom of the second. Going to be catcher Colton McCoy here, batting 4th for the Warriors. Gregory, first pitch, fouled out of play to the right.
Both teams are making contact with the ball. Quite a few foul balls, several hits.
I believe we've only had 1 strikeout up until this point so far. Breaking pitch from Gregory, stays high, ball 1. Gregory comes set, and the pitch. Up in the zone, ball 2. Fastball there, just stayed up around the letters. 2 balls and 1 strike, the count here on catcher McCoy. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
You must like them high, though. That ball was pretty high also.
So Gregory with an eventful first inning, ended up 3 up, 3 down after 2 base running errors by West Point. McCoy fouls another one out of play down the right field line. Still 2 balls and 2 strikes. Catcher Colton McCoy, number 16 here. Digs into the right-hand batter's box. Gregory toes the rubber from the stretch, and the pitch. A little bit low there from Gregory. Full count, 3-2. It was a tough take from McCoy there with 2 strikes. He took it, got the ball call. Breaking pitch, lined into left field, off the glove of the shortstop into left field.
a nice hit.
Center fielder bobbled it a little bit. Gets it back in to hold McCoy at first. Nice strong single there by catcher Colton McCoy.
Getting a base runner, number 15.
So courtesy runner, number 15, will be running for McCoy. Aiden Maddox. Got number 4, Skylar Filial here coming to the plate. He squares to bunt, fouls it out of play to the right. Strike one. So again, number 15, Aiden Maddox, will courtesy run for the catcher, and he'll take his lead from first. Gregory. Filial squares the bunt, throw down to first.
That's a right call.
Looked like he got back into me, but first base coach having a chat with him anyway. Again, though, Fairview being very aggressive, trying to hold base runners. Had a pickoff and a caught stealing in the first, and almost had another one here in the second. Filial again attempts to bunt. Fouls this one out of play again to the right. So now down 1 ball, 2 strikes. The count to Skylar Filial.
Left his bat angle just a little too high.
Getting a sign from third base coach. Let's throw over to first, not quite in time, as we have a tennis ball bouncing onto the field here. So again, Nicholas Gregory from the stretch. Aiden Maddox takes his lead from first. Filial, 2 strikes. I don't think we'll see him attempting to bunt again here with 2 strikes. He takes a little outside, ball 2. 2-2 the count here on Filial. Breaking pitch stays high. Full count, 3-2 here to Filial. McCoy led off this inning with a nice single into left. Aiden Maddox takes his lead from first. Filial back up the middle, right at Cullen. Cullen bobbles, tosses to second. Throw on to first, not in time. We'll get a fielder's choice here.
I'm not sure they would have even gotten it if there wasn't a bobble. He was about 3 steps past the base when he caught the ball.
Yeah, a little bit. Ball was a little bit too softly hit to try to turn 2 there, but he tried to make the play. 4-5 on the put out, the fielder's choice.
Good pitch.
Number 21, Charlie Ashley here in the batter's box. We'll start off the count down 0-1. After a good breaking pitch, finds the mark for Gregory. Nice little CNI single there. Ball not hit very hard, but finds its way between first and second into right field. So now with 1 out, we're going to have runners on first and second.
West is going out to talk to his pitcher.
Number 3, Jay Lamar, come to plate for the Warriors. Some of these baseball players I don't know very well. Jay Lamar, I do remember. He scored a lot of points in basketball this year.
Would that be A.J. Lamar's son?
I believe that is correct. Remember watching him score 32, I think, the first time I watched him this year. He could score in bunches. Now the right-hander digs in. He's got runners on first and second. Trying to cut into this lead from Fairview here. Breaking pitch, just a bit outside. Gonna be ball 2. One out here in the bottom of the second. Gregory pitch.
Yep.
Lamar hits it sky high in the left field. Looks like shortstop's going to make the play in shallow left.
Fires out to the shortstop with a great play. Two away. 2 on.
2 outs.
So number 25, Boston Freeman, the shortstop, steps into the box. Left-handed. Takes on the outside corner for strike one. Gregory again with the pitch. A little up in the zone, gets a swing. I was going to say swing and a miss. Looks like he foul tipped it in the catcher's mitt. Balls and 2 strikes. Runners on first and second. Gregory trying to get out of this second inning jam. And the pitch. Ball's going to be grounded to shortstop. Camden Cullen makes the play.
Yeah.
Over to first. And the Warriors get a few base runners, but can't get one to score. It's like no runs on 2 hits and no errors. And Fairview, after 2 complete innings, leading 2-0. All right, and we're back here at Cold Springs High School. I got a little shot of the broadcast team here. I'm Adam McKinnon. I'm joined by Jimmy Jennings. I think
That was Ty just waving, Ty Watwood.
you can see Ty a little bit. You can see Alan Dunkling a little bit in the background there.
Wes Black, principal at West Point High School.
So Fairview, number 3 hitter, number 4, Lucas West, will be at the plate here. 3, 4, and 5 due up for West Point. West, York, and Black. Brody Freeman starts him off with a breaking pitch. Going to be strike 1. Freeman again with the pitch. Well, outside, ball 1. Ball 2. Like Freeman so far has given up 2 walks.
Foul ball.
2 walks, 4 singles, no extra base hits, but he has given up 2 runs here. Foul ball to even the count at 2-2. Number 4, catcher Lucas West digs in. Freeman with the pitch.
He's working that plate.
That'd be a ball there, full count. Maybe a little bit outside that time. Here comes Freeman again, full count with the pitch. Foul out of play down the right side, and we'll do it again.
I could be wrong, but it looked like he was hovering over that plate pretty close. So if he'd have been back just a tad, that probably would have went.
Again, Freeman from the stretch, from the windup with the payoff pitch. Going to be low. West going to take the walk. So leadoff batter again on base for the Aggies.
Barrett York.
This is the, third straight inning that the leadoff runner has gotten on for Fairview. Last inning he did get picked off.
Yes.
Number 34, Barrett York, had an RBI single his first at bat. Starts off with a bunt attempt. Foul back behind the plate. Going to be down 0-1. Again, the big lefty with an RBI single his first at bat. Pickoff play by Freeman, not in time.
I was just about to say, I'm going to half expect he's going to try to throw him out at first base. The next pitch or two.
High in the zone here, ball one. Freeman again from the stretch. Big swing and a miss by York that time. Down 1-2. Well, if you had any extra base hits in this game, and York was trying to get one there, another big swing and a miss. That's going to be a strikeout by Freeman.
Is that the second
It's
strikeout?
going to be his second strikeout of the game. Both were swinging. First baseman number 6, Gannon Black.
Black.
To the plate now with a runner at first. Throw over by Freeman. Lucas West dives back in safely.
Quite a few of those Blacks in the Fairview community. The Mason Black that I talked about earlier is his bigger brother. And then we have Dane Black, who is a cousin, and then of course, Matt Black, the infamous running back that Eli Frost broke his records this year. They all wore the number 6.
So, number 6
So.
runs in the Black family, huh?
Yeah.
Black asks for time and gets it. Gannon Black, the first baseman, 0 for 1 with a ground out in the first inning. Freeman deals.
Good swing.
Strike. Throw down to second. Had plenty of time, but the
Plenty of
shortstop, Freeman, couldn't make the catch to put the tag on. So West going to get a stolen base. So catcher Lucas West down at second. Puts a runner in scoring position for Gannon Black here. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch. Breaking pitch,
Yeah.
called strike. Kind of froze Black there. Looked like he thought it was going to hit him, and it caught the edge of the zone. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Freeman looks in, having a hard time getting signed from McCoy. And the pitch.
Oh. They did not go.
Appeal down to the field umpire. No swing. 2 balls, 2 strikes here. It's a pretty good pitch. Gannon Black was just able to hold a swing up. Again, Freeman sets and deals. Grounded to second. Short. Nice strong throw by Freeman there for the put out.
Lands West on third base.
Lucas West move over to third. Number 5, Connor Scott, third baseman, digs into the left-handed batter's box here. Got 2 outs, but Lucas West down on third. Catcher Colton McCoy's job becomes a little more important.
Guard that plate.
Fouled out of play, back off the fence. Quickly down 0-1 for Scott. Freeman again from the stretch, and the pitch. Scott puts it into play. Shortstop Freeman.
He made it. Oh, he got
Nice
he
throw
caught him
down
out.
the line.
That foot must have held tight longer than I thought it did.
Another nice play by the first baseman.
Ty, do we have any playbacks on that? Do you think that was safe?
So no runs, no hits on one walk one left on base. So at the end of 2.5, Fairview with a 2-0 lead. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
One might be tempted to say, "Excuse me, Mr. Grill Man, there appears to be a little extra burger on my burger." You're dang right there is. Everybody goes to Milo's.
And we are back after 2.5 innings here. Fairview leading West Point 2-0 here in the Cullman County Championship.
Sorry.
We're CCBOE TV. I'm Adam McKinnon, joined by Jimmy Jennings. Got Ty Watwood on the controls.
Doing a fabulous job.
Should have 9, 1, and 2 due up for the Warriors here. This looks like number 24, Cannon Sutter. And inside pitch, I think that caught a bit of Sutter there.
Must have clipped him.
So the Warriors will start off the bottom of the third here with a base runner. As we turn the lineup back over to number 48, second baseman Andrew Putman. Had a single to lead off the bottom of the first, but then was consequently picked off of first. And
there we go. Some
Gregory tries to pick off Sutter. A lot of throws over from both pitchers, again, with a fair amount of success so far, so I can't blame them. Gregory brings it to the plate. Putman pops the bunt up.
Lead.
Nice play by third baseman there as he gets the lead runner at second. Number 5, Connor Scott, with a quick decision there to throw it down to first, and he makes the play.
I think that bunt bounced just perfect enough for him to scoop it up and make the turn.
So now Putman will be the runner at first. 1 out. Brody Freeman, number 8, the pitcher, steps into the right-handed batter's box. Has a quick chat with the umpire. Gregory comes set. And the pitch. A little low, ball 1. Nick Gregory has had some traffic on the bases, but the Fairview defense has done a fantastic job of making the plays when they were there to be made. Had one caught stealing, picked somebody off first, and then fantastic play by the third baseman there to Connor Scott to get the lead runner. Breaking pitch stays up in the zone.
Seems like they're definitely all doing their homework and staying alert and aware of where their next play is.
Ball 2. Brody Freeman, the pitcher, ahead in the count 2-0. Gregory comes set. And the 2-0 offering. Again, high in the zone. Ball 3. Catcher Lucas West going to go out and have a chat with his pitcher Gregory here as he is falling down 3-0 to Brody Freeman. The last 2 pitches were not really close in the zone.
I think West is one of the leaders, senior leaders on this team. He also pitches and I think plays second base some too, so he's kind of a utility player.
And he walks him on 4 straight there. It's kind of a big part of being a catcher, I feel like, is just kind of controlling the game.
Yeah, you're one of the few that see the whole field, see what everybody's doing, and keep everybody in line, I guess.
So third baseman J.D. Cochran here with a ground out in the first inning. Comes to the plate with runners on first and second. Takes a breaking pitch for strike one. Quickly down. 0-1 in the count. Gregory, after the 4-pitch walk to Freeman, able to find the zone. This breaking pitch gets in the dirt.
Under him, he's going to get under it. He gets under the tag.
Good aggressive base running by Putman there, and he gets down to third on the pass ball. Pass ball bounced
Nice
just far enough away from the catcher West. And Freeman with the alert base running goes to second, so now we'll have runners on second and third with one out. So J.D. Cochran, third baseman, now with 2 runners in scoring position, looking to tie the ball game up. Oh, and it's a shot to right center. That's going to fall.
In front of him. Gets one in.
So Putman will score. Freeman will have to hold up at third. He had to hold up, was not sure if the right fielder was going to make the play or not. It's a nice hard hit ball by Cochran there. That's going to be an RBI single.
Cochran's another one of those athletes. You know, he plays all the sports and is successful at all of them. I know my son Carson had a lot to say about him with football, and he loved playing against him as a competitor.
So number 16, the catcher, Colton McCoy, will dig in here. He had a single in the first. Pitched a little low in the zone. Swing and a miss, strike one.
So I know in softball it's customary for if you have a first base runner and a third base runner, that first base runner is going to be on second no matter what the next pitch. So is that not necessarily true in baseball?
I think it depends on the players. From what I've seen, I wouldn't be just overly aggressive with West behind the plate here.
Yeah.
Gregory's done a good job of holding runners on. And West has made some good strong throws down to second. Cochran does
there he
take
goes.
off on a delayed steal now, though. Oh, and the
missed.
ball skips into center field, and Freeman will score.
There we go.
A little bit of a delayed steal by Cochran there. He didn't just break immediately.
He's
Kind of got his secondary, and then West kind of double clutched the throw. Went to make a throw down. It skipped into center field, and that will score a run. So West Point has tied the ball game here at 2. So now, still just with one out, runner in scoring position down at second. Gregory, breaking pitch, a little low. Falls to 3-1 here against McCoy. Gregory steps off.
McCoy steps back.
McCoy, the big catcher, digs into the right-handed batter's box. Gregory with a long look in at West to get the sign. And McCoy takes time.
We're just playing a little mind game here. Is this what we're doing? Is that, I mean, he's not pitching to him fast enough, so I'm going to take a step back.
Yeah, a lot of times as a hitter, if you're standing there in the box for so long, you get a little bit uncomfortable standing in that position. Pitch in the dirt for ball 4. In Major League Baseball, they've added a lot of rules just this year. You can only step out a certain number of times. The pitcher has a clock. A 20-second clock.
I've heard that rule.
I've watched quite a few games, and it's interesting. It adds to the gamesmanship of when you're going to step out and things like that.
Right. So I guess it could be similar to a shot clock in basketball, adding to the game, a little more strategy involved maybe.
So we have a time from play here, and Coach Nick Dumas is going to walk out and talk to his pitcher, Nicholas Gregory.
I think that's his assistant coach. I'm not sure his name, but
Oh, okay.
if it's the pitching coach per se.
So West Point with a 2-run bottom of the third here. Still only one out, runners on first and second. second walk of the inning,
That was just a pep talk.
as well as a hit by pitch. So Gregory with 2 walks and hit a batter here in the bottom of the bottom of the third. And still not out of trouble. Skylar Fill digs in. A little low, ball 1. So 2 walks, a hit by pitch, and a single has led to 2 runs by the Warriors. Runners on first and second with 1 out. Gregory from the stretch, and the pitch. Breaking pitch.
Strike.
In there for a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. A little bit of a delayed call there from the umpire, but a good one. Gregory again.
Good swing.
Fill foul tip into the catcher's mitt. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Be big for Gregory to get a strikeout here.
Look good.
Breaking pitch, a little low. Evens the count at 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. 2-2 here in the bottom of the third. 1 out. Gregory deals to Fill. Strike 3 called.
There's a strikeout, so that gives us 2 outs.
Charlie Ashley, the DH here. Number 6 in the lineup. Steps into the right-handed batter's box. Still runners on first and second. Now 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Pitch, low and inside, ball 1. West Point doing a good job of making Gregory work this inning. No quick swings, working the count. He's already walked 2 batters and hit 1. Gregory's thrown a lot of pitches this inning. Steps off, fakes a throw back to second. Cochran steps back in safely.
So like that, so should one of them have been covering the bag and they just didn't make the move, or?
Not necessarily. They do stuff like that just to try to keep him close anyway. And that's choppered out to third. Connor Scott will field it, step on the bag, but the damage has been done. West Point ties the game at 2.
Tied up.
1 hit, three base on balls, 2 left, 2 runs. So after 3, West Point, Fairview tied at 2. Going to
At Mitch Smith Chevrolet, what's not to love?
At Mitch Smith Chevrolet, you can expect to be treated like family, whether purchasing a new or used car, having yours serviced, or getting damage repaired at the Collision Center. Our excellent parts department quickly supplies parts and accessories for service and repairs, and to customers over the counter. Make the switch to Mitch. Mitch Smith Chevrolet.
At Mitch Smith Chevrolet, what's not to love?
We're back here, tied at 2 in the Cullman County Championship. Brody Freeman still on the mound for West Point. Carson Jones will lead off the top of the 4th. Left-handed batter digs in.
Strike.
Strike called. Fantastic pitch there for strike 1.
Yes, it was. Foul ball.
Jones fouls 1 out of play over our head here. Quickly down 0-2. Freeman from the windup. 0-2. Deals. Strike 3 called. Don't Don't think Jones liked the call there.
No, he didn't. Number 2, Caden Jennings.
Going to be a quick 3-pitch strikeout there.
Was a very quick.
Caden Jennings here. The right-hander steps in. Ball low in the dirt, ball 1. Jennings had a single and came around to score in the top of the second. Oh.
Ooh,
Hard hit ball into left field, right at the left fielder.
right at him.
So now number 10, Camden Cullen, the second baseman, will dig in.
I feel like these players get younger and younger on the varsity level.
Yeah, Fairview with 2 8th graders, if I'm not mistaken, starting and contributing today. First pitch is fouled off the fence in the back. Strike 1. Brody Freeman with 2 outs already here on 5 pitches, looking to have a quick top of the 4th.
Foul ball.
Cullen with another foul ball, this time out of play. Quickly down 0-2. So West Point scores 2 in the bottom of the 3rd. Freeman looking for the quick 3 up, 3 down in the top of the 4th. Try to get the Warriors back in the dugout. Cullen again, fouls 1 out of play.
He's definitely got a quick, make his mind up, quick wind up and let it go.
Cullen again, just a little late, fouls it off to the right side.
He's battling.
So Cullen still down 0-2 in the count, the young 8th grader, but not going away quietly. It's Crimson right. Leadoff batter walks into the deck, and strike 3. Foul tip called into the catcher's mitt. So Freeman with a quick 3 up, 3 down inning there for West Point. No hits, no runs.
No score.
No score. So we'll go to the bottom of the 4th. Tied 2-2. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors. So we're back here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Fairview and the West Point tied at 2. Jay Lamar lead off the bottom of the 4th here. Takes on the inside corner for strike 1. Seven, 8, 9 due up here in the bottom of the 4th for the Warriors. Lamar, Freeman, and Sutter.
A little high pitch there.
High in the zone, Gregory. Ball 1.
I'm not complaining, but I feel like he's got a pretty wide strike zone. The official there.
Breaking pitch.
Another strike.
Freezes Jay Lamar in there for a strike.
Let's go, Jay.
1 ball, 2 strikes here on Lamar. So the right-hander digs in. Gregory brings it. A little low. Evens the count, 2-2. Gregory had a tough inning last inning, giving up 2 runs.
He may have went in the dugout and regrouped a little. That short inning, the
Gregory with the pitch. Lamar fouls out of play to the right side. Still 2 balls, 2 strikes. Gregory. And the pitch. Strike 3, and Lucas
Got him.
West holds on. So Jay Lamar going to strike out swinging, going to be strikeout number 2 on the night for Nicholas Gregory. 25, shortstop Boston Freeman will step back in. Freeman 0 for 1. Lefty steps into the box, takes low, ball 1.
West looks like he's getting the call from the dugout. Strike.
Strike, evens the count, 1-1. Boston Freeman again, the shortstop here, batting from the left side. Fouls one off the screen. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Freeman digs back in. Gregory comes set. And the pitch kind of poked out into left center field. Center fielder coming on, makes the play.
That'll be Caden Jennings, number 2.
Caden Jennings, number 2. Number 24, Cannon Sutter. Hit by a pitch to lead off the bottom of the 3rd. Got that rally started for West Point. Quick 2 up and 2 down here for Gregory, though. Breaking pitch in there for strike 1.
Would this be Steven Sutter's son? Layla Quinn's nephew.
Oh, and he
Yes.
is hit again. I tell you, with hair like that, you're not scared of getting hit by a pitch, though. Well,
Oh, it's some pretty hair.
guys with the long, pretty hair like that, they get hit and just
Yeah,
walk on down to first like it's nothing.
Confident.
So Sutter hit by pitch for the 2nd straight inning, turns the lineup over to Andrew Putman, the leadoff hitter. Number 48, second baseman Andrew Putman, digs into the right-handed batter's box. Takes low for ball 1. Gregory was looking for a quick 1-2-3 inning like Freeman got, but
Almost.
didn't
2
quite get
outs.
there.
Oh.
Breaking pitch. Nice stop by West. Holds the runner at first. It's going to be 2 balls and no strikes. Two 0 to the leadoff batter, Putman. Gregory with the pitch. It's fouled out of play to the right side. Two balls and 1 strike. 2 outs. We're tied 2-2 here in the bottom of the 4th. Pitch.
A little low.
Misses a little low. Ball 3. Leadoff batter Putman has singled and hit into a fielder's choice. Did come around to score in the 3rd. Pickoff play at first. Sutter back. Off the end of the bat, down foul. A little cue shot foul down the right side. It's going to make it a full count, 3-2. 3-2, Sutter should be going from first. 3-2, 2 outs. Bottom of the 4th. Gregory set and deals. Breaking pitch, put into play, grounded to shortstop.
He got a
Makes the long throw down to first and gets him in time.
Sutter had a great lead on that to second base.
So West Point goes down almost in order. So after 4, we are tied at 2. Fairview, West Point, Cullman County Championship. We'll be right back after this.
Since you're the athletic director, you need to go out there and do the certificates, and I can sit here and call off the.
We're back here at Donald Freeman Field on the beautiful campus of Cold Springs High School.
On a chilly night.
We've cooled down to around 60 degrees, I think. Oh, 57 degrees. Fairview with the top of the lineup here in the top of the 5th. Crimson Wright, shortstop, will lead off. He has walked and scored. Also had a single in the 2nd. Leads off the top of the 5th. Freeman still in there for West Point. And the pitch. Breaking pitch in there for strike 1. Freeman with a quick, efficient 3 up, 3 down, 2 strikeouts last inning.
I feel like Fairview's going to have to be aggressive with the bats because he is coming out to the mound to get the job done.
Another breaking pitch. This one catches the inside corner quickly down 0-2. Crimson Wright digs in. Fastball just a little away, ball 1. Freeman seems to have really gotten to a rhythm. He's working quickly here. Breaking pitch. This one fouled down the line at 3rd. Little chopper.
Good play out of
Out of play. Nice play by third baseman, either way. J.D. Cochran down there at 3rd. Still 1 ball, 2 strikes. Freeman comes set. He steps off. We'll regroup here.
Catcher looks like he's looking for another sign from the dugout.
Freeman resets. And the offering. Strike 3
got
called inside corner.
They caught watching.
So Freeman now with 3 strikeouts in his last 4 batters. Number 13, Nick Gregory, will step in here. See if he can break Brody Freeman's rhythm that he's gotten into. Freeman with the pitch. Breaking pitch low, swung on and missed by Gregory. Freeman,
Strike.
Another breaking pitch in there, called strike. So now Gregory quickly down 0-2. Freeman, fastball, just a little bit outside. Freeman's kind of went to the off-speed pitches this inning and really been effective. This is another breaking pitch. This one slowly chopped to Cochran. He bobbles it at 3rd.
Still tries to make the play.
Nice throw from his knees, but a little late there. So Gregory's going to reach on the E5. Error by third baseman J.D. Cochran there.
It's playing pretty deep in infield, though, off the line, so.
Catcher Lucas West.
Potentially could have been a shortstop play.
Had a strikeout in the 1st, walked in the 3rd. Takes ball 1 low. Lucas West has done a fantastic job behind the plate for the
Oh.
Aggies. Freeman, quick throw over.
I was just about to say, I don't know how aggressive I'd be as a lead runner. Trying to.
I do think Gregory got back in time. I think he caught the umpire a little bit off guard. I think the umpire was looking in towards home plate when the throw came over.
Again.
Another throw. This one not quite handled by first baseman Gus McKinney.
Now you have to be aggressive at 2-2.
Freeman from the stretch. And the pitch.
Strike.
Again, strike called by home plate umpire Jonathan Smith. 1 ball, 1 strike. Lucas West steps into the right-handed batter's box. Fastball. Outside, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike here. 2-2, top of the 5th. Fairview got 1 in the first, 1 in the second. West Point came back with 2 in the bottom of the 3rd to tie it. Got 2 balls, 1 strike, the count here on West. Breaking pitch, a little low, ball 3.
Fairview's dugout seems to be waking up a little bit more again over there. Trying to get their bats going.
Hitters count here for West. 3 balls, 1 strike. Freeman brings it. Swing and a miss. Throw down to second.
Not even close.
And he is out by a mile down at second. Nice throw by Colton McCoy there, catcher. I believe it was Boston Freeman called it and had to wait on him to put the tag on him, actually. And Lucas West will take the walk here. A little curious about the decision to run there on a 3-1 count. I don't know if there was supposed to be some kind of hit and run play or what.
Foul ball.
I don't know if he was supposed to. He did swing. I don't know if he was supposed to try to just make contact and didn't, but anyway, runner got thrown out at second. Lucas West walks, so he's down at first. This is number 34, Barrett York, the big left-hander. Had an RBI single in the first, a strikeout in the 3rd. It's behind in the count, 0-1. Again, Freeman throws over to first.
Aggressive again.
York stands in. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Well, York had the RBI single in the first, and he's looked like he's been trying to hit a home run ever since. He had 2 big swings and misses his last 8B. Then swings at one here, and he gets him again. Strike 3.
3 up.
Swinging.
I think he had a pretty good day hitting Saturday, so he's probably feeling a little.
So Brody
success.
Freeman has really settled into a groove here with 4 strikeouts in his last 2 innings. So we'll go to the bottom of the 5th here. Tied at 2. West Point 2, Fairview 2. I think we're going to stay with you through this half inning here. Again, chilly night here in Cold Springs. Had a fairly warm afternoon for the early 2 games, and
55 degrees.
the championship game here has cooled off quite a bit. Seen some good baseball here Saturday and today. If you were not able to be with us at any point, you've missed out. Cold Springs had a thriller Saturday night.
Extra innings.
Won 10-9 in extra innings. A lot of exciting baseball in that one there. Don't know a lot about these other teams as far as what the future holds for them. Cold Springs will be hosting a playoff game here Friday afternoon at 4:30 and 6:30. So if you get a chance, come out and watch Cold Springs take on North Sand Mountain in the playoffs. Pitcher number 8, Brody Freeman, will lead off the bottom of the 5th here. Breaking pitch from Gregory, stays high, ball 1. Freeman swing and a miss. Strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike to count here for Freeman as he takes a step out of the batter's box to regather himself. Digs back in. Gregory with the pitch. High, ball 2. Again, Cold Springs won the area for the first time in, I'm not real sure. I was told maybe since 1992. And first-year head coach Brendan Vose, also first-year football coach, doing a good job with the program here.
He does a great job. He holds them accountable. The boys are good. They strive to be excellent, which is always a good
In the
thing.
left field, going to be a nice single there by number 8, Brody Freeman, the pitcher. Third baseman J.D. Cochran will step into the plate, step into the box with a leadoff runner on board. So Fairview started off the game playing pretty well. Seems like West Point's kind of flipped the momentum a little bit. I think a lot of that due to Brody Freeman. He's had 2 shutdown innings the last 2 innings, and now he leads off the bottom of the 5th with a single here. First pitch is in the dirt, ball 1. Third baseman Cochran, number 2, again steps in. Pitch low again. Nice stop by West, but it'll be ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Freeman leads away from first. Throw over, not in time. Gregory. Cochran has to duck to avoid being hit there. Ball 3. So 3 balls and no strikes here. It's number 2, J.D. Cochran. Cochran taking the whole way. Ball 4 inside.
Runners on first and second, scoring position.
First and second, no outs
No
for
outs.
catcher number 16, Colton McCoy here. And
Taking a
manager Nick
minute.
Dumas going to come out and
manager.
have a chat. Yeah, it's baseball. They're managers.
Oh. Head coach.
It's like baseball. They're managers. I mean,
Okay.
that's not a referee. That's an umpire.
I get you. I'm following you. I think Mr. Black from West Point, the principal at West Point, said that West Point did not make the playoffs in their baseball. And then Fairview, I know, did not either. Their last game is tomorrow night, their senior night.
Okay.
So I think they play Shelby County. Pretty good team from what I hear. So their season will end tomorrow night. I'm not really even certain about Vinemont or Good Hope. Hanceville is in the playoffs. When do they play? Ty Waltwood says Hanceville has made the playoffs too.
They'll play. It'll definitely be Friday, I would think, but I don't know. I saw Coach Michael Chandler here earlier. We can get him down here and talk to him about it if he's around somewhere.
Yeah, he'd love to do that.
Longtime Hanceville baseball head coach.
Looks like Crimson Ride is going to take over at the mound. I think he pitched a few pitches on Saturday, if I remember correctly.
So Gregory goes 4 innings for the Aggies. Gave up 6 hits, 2 runs.
2 pitches left for this warm-up.
Looks like Gregory might have had 2 strikeouts if I'm looking correctly.
Several outs. How many outs at the base runners?
He did have a throw over to first and picked off a runner there in the first. So Crimson Wright moves over from shortstop. Looks like Gregory will go to third. And Connor Scott will move over from third to second.
Short.
Excuse me, yes, short. You're correct. Those are the changes in the lineup for the Aggies.
Still got a base runner on second and first.
So number 16, Cochran, steps in to face. I think Hansville's going to play Westminster Christian Friday at 5 and 7:30. Again, Hansville led by head coach Michael Chandler. He's done a fantastic job there for quite a few years now. McCoy
taking a little
calls
too much time,
steps out. Crimson Wright.
I believe I heard an announcement for hot coffee. Oh, hot chocolate.
Cochran tries to hold up his swing. Doesn't matter. Called strike.
That's here on campus. Ty Waltwood says he's cold, and the first person that goes to his truck for him to get a jacket gets a free CCBOE t-shirt.
Ball away there from Wright. 2 balls, 1 strike.
See us at the tent, and we'll give you directions.
McCoy takes a called strike to even the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Popped him up.
Looks like second's going for it.
Second baseman Camden Cullen backs up into. Oh, and it's off the heel of the glove. He can't make the play. I think we probably got an infield fly call there from the umpire.
I don't see anybody moving. Oh, yeah.
Runners on first and second, less than 2 outs. Ball was not hit very, very well, so we got an infield fly call from the umpire there. So runners will stay at first and second, and we'll have 1 out.
Strike.
So Phil Y'all stands in, takes a called strike 1. Number 4, Skylar Phil Y'all, second batter to face Crimson Wright here. Runners on first and second. Both runners on first and second would still be Gregory's if you're into stat keeping sort of things in baseball.
So if you're not into baseball and not sure what that means, what does that mean, Adam?
Well, if those runners come around to score, they would go against Gregory's ERA, not Crimson Wright's.
Okay, understand.
He inherited those runners. They're not actually his.
Gotcha. It's kind of like if.
And back up the middle. That's going to find a hole. Looks like Brody Freeman will round third. He will score standing up. West Point has taken the 3-2 lead here in the bottom of the 5th.
Like they found some momentum.
Skylar Phil did not hit it very hard, but he found a hole right through the middle. RBI single for Skylar Phil
Nice solid hit.
That was Freeman came around to score. Cochran now stands at second. Number 21, designated hitter Charlie Ashley will now stand in with the runners on first and second still, as West Point has taken a 3-2 lead.
1 out.
Right.
Foul ball.
Comes out of play right over our head here somewhere.
Thankful for the tent above my head.
Some West Point fan back there is getting jeered because he didn't catch it, apparently. A little low, ball one to Ashley. One ball, one strike. Crimson right again. Pitching in relief for the Aggies. Breaking pitch, called strike.
A little low.
One ball and two strikes here. It's Crimson right trying to limit the damage from West Point here in the bottom of the fifth. Deals a little low, ball two. Number 21 Ashley now with a 2-2 count. Crimson right looks into Lucas West to get the sign. Comes set, and the pitch. Strike three called.
Got him.
All right at the knees on the outside corner. Very nice pitch from Crimson right there. Gets the strikeout. So now with 2 outs, number 3, Jay Lamar will step to the plate. Lined out in the second, and then struck out in the bottom of the fourth. Now here he is in the bottom of the fifth.
Base hit scores runs.
Crimson right again, trying to hold this West Point lead to 1 here. Jay Lamar hits
Should
it
be routine.
sharply right to the second baseman, Camden Cullen, and that will end the inning. So Crimson right comes in, gives up 1 run, works around a little traffic. So after 5, we're going to go to a commercial break. We'll be right back after this. So Brody Freeman back on the mound for the Warriors after 2 shutdown innings, the last 2 innings. 4 strikeouts in the last 2 innings, only giving up 1 base runner, and that was on an error. Number 6, first baseman Gannon Black will step into the right-handed batter's box. Try to get something going against Freeman, who has settled into quite the rhythm.
Quite the quick rhythm. Like his pitches are.
Freeman deals. A little low and outside, ball 1. Foul tipped into the mitt, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike here in the top of the 6th. West Point has taken a 3-2 lead over Fairview. Freeman again deals.
Pass ball. See if Fairview can answer back this top of the inning.
Scoreboard says 1 ball, 1 strike. I've got 2 balls and 1 strike here.
Yeah. Is it gone?
We'll drive into center field. Sutter has room, makes the play.
It's a good lick.
Number 5, now at shortstop, Connor Scott. Digs in the left-handed batter's box. Freeman, 1 up, 1 down here in the top of the 6th. As West Point holds a 3-2 lead. Scott swing and a miss, strike 1.
A little high.
Ball one. Again, Freeman has started working very quickly once he's gotten into a groove here. Another swing and a miss by Scott there. Strike two. 1 ball, 2 strikes here.
I almost feel like he was a little ahead of the pitch.
And swing and a miss, strike three. Brody Freeman with yet another strikeout. This time it's Connor Scott. Number 44, Carson Jones, step into the left-handed batter's box. So he was a strikeout victim in the bottom of the fourth. Excuse me, top of the fourth.
He's playing right field tonight, I think.
Big swing and a miss there by Jones. So again, Freeman looking for another quick 3-up, 3-down inning. And nice play by the second baseman, Andrew Putman. A soft liner down to the right field. Drops back, makes the play. Another 3-up, 3-down inning for Brody Freeman.
Yes, the West Point Warriors.
So after 5, after 6.5, West Point leading 3-2. We'll be right back after this.
Family oriented. Family oriented.
Friendly.
Knowledgeable.
Honesty.
Honesty. Honest.
Honest.
Honesty. Dedicated. Dedicated.
Dedicated.
Team.
Teamwork. A great team.
Trustworthy.
Trust.
Hardworking.
Top notch.
On top of everything.
And integrity. This is who we are. We are Happy Homes.
We're back here in the bottom of the 6th inning as West Point is now taking a 3-2 lead over Fairview. Shortstop Boston Freeman steps into the left-handed batter's box. Crimson Wright comes back in for his second inning of work. Trying to hold West Point at a 1-run lead here to see if they can get back in the dugout and see what they can get going in the top of the 7th. Boston Freeman goes the other way. Chopper to shortstop. Nice strong throw by Connor Scott there. 1 pitch, 1 out for Wright. Number 9 hitter, center fielder Cannon Sutter, who has been hit by a pitch both of his other at-bats. Crimson Wright comes set, and the pitch. Swing and a miss there by Sutter. Nice breaking pitch by Crimson Wright there. Wright again, looks into West to get the sign. Sutter awaits, and the pitch. A little low, ball 1. Cannon Sutter again steps in with the long hair flowing, if you can't see it on TV.
You think he's got the nickname Goldilocks?
Oh, and he has the hat trick. He has been hit by a pitch 3 times here tonight.
Is it the hair?
3 times hit by a pitch by
jealous.
Cannon Sutter there.
They're jealous of the hair.
And again, I say he must be tough. He just goes down to first and gets ready to take his lead. But so with 1 out here, we'll turn the lineup back over to Andrew Putman, the second baseman. Crimson Wright with a quick throw over again. Not in time. Crimson Wright looks in. Putman
Look good.
takes strike 1. Putman has a single. Reached on a fielder's choice. Grounded out to the shortstop. Has scored 1 run here this evening. Takes low, ball 1. Right.
Strike.
Deals right on the outside corner at the knee. Strike 2. Putman down 1-2 in the count. And the pitch.
Ooh.
Breaking pitch. Putman ducks out of the way.
There's somebody behind us or beside us say, you got to take that one.
Evens the count at 2. Or I have 2-2 anyway. The scoreboard has 2 balls and 1 strike, but I'm not real sure.
I'm going to go with your count.
Right with the pitch. Gonna be low, ball 3. Heard the umpire say 3-2, so the count was correct. Full count here. Right. Deals. It's going to be high, ball 4. So Sutter goes down to second.
Scoring position. Base hit.
Sutter goes down to second. Putman will walk down to first, and Brody Freeman, who has walked, singled, and scored twice. Actually has 2 singles, a walk, has scored twice. He was thrown out trying to steal in the first. Takes outside, ball 1. Not only has he done those things at the plate, he has also, like we said, gotten into quite a groove on the mound and has really just shut the Aggies down the last 3 innings. Right again with the pitch. Fouled away, back behind home plate. Evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Sutter's getting a pretty good lead there on second base.
Crimson right, gives him a peek. Comes home. Freeman out of play to the right side. Gonna be 1 ball, 2 strikes. I don't know if anybody's asking my opinion, but if West Point holds on and wins, I think Brody Freeman's got my vote for MVP. He's had quite the day on the mound and at the plate.
Mm-hmm. He has. Played well.
Right, fakes a throw back to second. Sutter back in safely.
Nobody was there for Crimson. I think it was just a look back maybe.
Freeman stands in. And he lines one off the
Wow,
first
great
baseman's
hit.
glove. Sutter comes around to score.
2 score.
Throw into home plate. Holds the runner Putman at third. But with an RBI double there by Brody Freeman. That was our first extra base hit of the game. Hard hit ball. Tipped off the first baseman's glove. So West Point has now opened up a 4-2 lead off the RBI double by Freeman. Runners at second and third with 1 out for J.D. Cochran. Looking to add on here for the Warriors.
He's sending him. He just intentionally walked him. Gave him first.
So he'll walk Cochran to
Only
load
1
the
out.
bases. 1 out here for McCoy.
Make a force at home there. Coach Dumas is rallying the troops on
Coach will
the
come
mound.
have a chat with the infield to see how they want to play it here. Well, now with bases loaded, there's 2 thoughts. You can play with the infield back and try to turn a double play on a hard hit ball, or you can bring the infield in and come home on a ground ball. So again, Cochran gets the free pass down to first. Catcher Colton McCoy has singled and walked and flied out. 1 for 2 here in the game. The right-hander digs in. Base is full of Warriors. Crimson right, comes set, and deals. Breaking pitch. Looks like the umpire says he did not hold up his swing, so that's going to be strike one. Right again, brings it to the plate. McCoy puts it in play down to second base.
Bobbles the
Bobbled
ball.
by Cullen, and everybody's going to be safe. So the Warriors will score a run on the error there by the second baseman. Aiden Maddox will come in to run again for McCoy. I think that
He's had a few bobbles this game, the second baseman.
looks like Putman scored. Have Brody Freeman now down around to third.
Yes.
Cochran goes to second.
Good.
Aiden Maddox, the courtesy runner, will be down at first.
Number 4, Filial's batting. He had a pretty good hit last
Skylar
at-bat.
Filial had an RBI single his last at bat.
That's right.
That's correct. This one he grounds down to third into a double
Yeah,
play.
he got it. There we go. Uh-oh.
Looks like Gregory's down at third. Gregory made a nice play, fielded the ball, stepped on third, threw it down to first for the double play. But now he is down on the field.
I'm not sure what happened, if he got ran into making the play that was stepped on.
It's a nice 5-4-3 double play
Looks
turn
like he's
there.
holding his hand, maybe. Coaches and officials tending to him, so maybe he's okay.
So while we check on Gregory, let's reset here.
We do want to thank Ty Waltwood from the county office setting up our TV stations and cameras and doing all this for us.
All right. While we check on Gregory, we're going to go to a quick commercial break in between innings here. West Point holding a 5-2 lead going to the top of the seventh. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors. We are back here at Donald Freeman Field here at Cold Springs High School. We'll go to the top of the seventh with West Point holding a 5-2 lead. Brody Freeman still on the mound, who has just been shut down his last 3 innings. Looks like 2, 3, 4, 5 strikeouts in his last 3 innings. Has not given up a base runner except for the 1 error at third. So number 2, Caden Jennings, the number 8 batter for Fairview, steps in. Freeman with the pitch. A little low, ball 1. Again, West Point holds a 5-2 lead here in the top of the seventh. If Fairview cannot get anything going, this will be your ball game. Strike called on the inside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Freeman from the windup. And the pitch. This time a little inside, ball 2. King Jennings is 1 for 2 with a single here. Big swing and a miss for strike 2.
I know I'm not supposed to be biased, He is my nephew, but he's due.
Miss Jimmy Jennings says nephew Caden is due here, so 2-2 count. A little low, ball 3. Full count here for Jennings. Freeman from the windup with a payoff pitch. And that's ball 4 in the dirt. So Jennings gets the leadoff walk here. Looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter, number 7, Colton Jennings. Going to pitch hit for Cullen in the 9 hole.
That would be another nephew. Can't not give him a shout out.
Are they brothers?
They're
or
brothers,
Okay,
yes.
so
Colton's the youngest.
senior Caden Jennings down on first base, and younger brother Colton steps into the right-handed batter's box. I was watching earlier. He pinch hit against Cold Springs and came in with a nice hard hit single. He'll pinch hit for Cullen here, but he'll start off down 0-1 after a called strike. Freeman again.
That up, boy.
Turns on it down the left field line. That is a fair ball. Chases the left fielder all the way down to the fence.
Looks like Caden will
Gonna have a play at the
score.
plate. Too late. Caden Jennings will score on an RBI double by Colton Jennings.
Little bro got him in.
Nice RBI double there by Colton Jennings. Only our second extra base hit of the night. So now with no outs, that cuts the lead to 5-3, and we go back to the top of the lineup in shortstop Crimson Wright.
Well, now pitcher.
Now pitcher Crimson Wright. You are correct. Shortstop, relief pitcher.
Looks like the catcher and pitcher are having a little.
So Freeman, who had worked into
Talk.
such a groove there, gives off a leadoff walk and then a hard hit RBI double by Jennings. So he has to go back to the mound and try to gather himself here from the stretch. Looks back and deals. Looks like he misses for ball 1. Not real sure
Not either. That looked
about
pretty
where that
good.
one missed, but
That looked pretty good to me.
1-0 the count either way. Freeman again comes set and deals. Get a called strike. Jennings Wright held up his swing, but it was a called strike nonetheless. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Seemed like he wanted it just a little bit.
Freeman again. Fouled off the screen in the back. It's going to be 1 ball, 2 strikes here on Wright. Freeman trying to complete the game here. He has went 6 strong innings. Gives up a run here in the top of the 7th, though, to make it 5-3 West Point.
0 outs.
Looks back at Jennings and deals. And that's going to be out of play down to the right. Crimson Wright just kind of flipped his bat out there and hit it out to the right, but it's a foul ball. Still 1 ball, 2 strikes. Again, that Fairview dugout trying to get a little energy going. Freeman comes set. Wright just kind of chops it down to the right side. Freeman covers after first baseman fields it, flips it to first for the out.
Move Colton on around.
The runner will move over to third, but now with 1 out. So Wright grounds out to first baseman. Starting pitcher, now third baseman Nick Gregory, who had gotten injured at the end of the last half inning. Looks like he is okay, and he'll come in to hit. Colton Jennings stands on third. Nick Gregory at the plate.
He blocked it.
In the dirt. Nice stop there by McCoy. So with a runner on third, Brody Freeman will go back to the windup here. 1-0. A called strike on the inside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. So Freeman again from the windup. Comes set. And the pitch. Breaking
Low.
ball, a little low and outside. Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike here to Gregory. Gregory fouls it out of play to the right side. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Making contact.
Gregory, the would-be tying run, if he could get on base and be moved around. Choked way up on his bat here with 2 strikes. Freeman from the windup and the pitch. Grounds it to shortstop. Jennings will come in and score.
And he makes it.
He is safe down at
Safe.
first.
Hustled down that line and got
Hustled
there.
down the line. The throw was a little bit late. I tell you, Boston Freeman kind of double hitched
He
a little
did.
bit on his throw. And the first baseman, McKinney, wasn't able to field it clean anyway, but I don't think it would have been time even if he had have.
No, that was
So
good
now
hustle.
it's 5-4 West Point as Fairview has scored 2 in the top of the 7th here.
York's up to bat next, and I think he tries to be a powerhouse.
5-4.
I'm not
Barrett
sure.
York has had 2 strikeouts since his first inning RBI single. Coach Drew Bryson for West Point out to talk to his pitcher here. Actually, we're going to have a pitch
Switch.
change.
All right.
Third baseman J.D. Cochran will move in to try to close out the game here. Not sure where Brody Freeman. Looks like Brody Freeman's going to move to the outfield somewhere. It looks like maybe Brody Freeman's moving to right field. But anyway, J.D. Cochran going to come in with 1 out here and a 5-4 lead. Runner on first to try to close out the game for the Warriors.
I was incorrect. I said Barrett York was coming, but I see West right
Yeah,
here.
Barrett York would be in the hole,
Oh, yeah,
or on deck, excuse me. Lucas West would be
up to bat next.
up to bat next. So Caden Jennings and Colton Jennings both come around to score here in the the top of the 7th. Cut that West Point lead to 5-4.
With 1 out.
1 out. J.D. Cochran will come in to try to close it out. Catcher Lucas West will be at the plate next for Fairview. Looks like Cochran is done with his warm-up pitches, and we're ready for baseball. West digs in.
Appears to be another exciting
Gregory
finish.
with a big lead at first. Cochran gives him a look.
Fairview dugouts alive.
First offering from Cochran, low and in the dirt for ball 1. Lucas West has struck out once and walked twice here tonight. Throw over by Cochran. Gregory back in safely. Cochran, nice
Strike.
pitch, strike 1. We got West Point Principal Wes Black over here pushing some buttons, so if you're seeing crazy stuff on TV, that might be why.
Foul ball.
Fouled out of play to the right.
Oh,
Our
camera.
first base camera down there from on the Fairview dugouts getting a little bit rattled by the Fairview energy coming from the dugout.
Trying to keep their team alive.
And Cochran just misses outside to even the count 2-2.
You can hear West Point's crowd over here not liking that call. Disagreeing a little bit.
1 out, 2 balls, 2 strikes here in the top of the 7th. Cochran deals. And Black stays alive with a foul ball.
Foul ball, yeah, he's got to go back.
Gregory was on the move. He'll have to trot back down to first. Lucas West still 2-2 count. trailing 5-4. Cochran on in relief for Brody Freeman. And the pitch. High in the zone is lifted into right field. And that ball is going to fall in between the first.
He didn't get there.
And he is out at second. The ball fell in shallow right field between right fielder and second baseman.
It's pretty. That's a tough area because rule is you go halfway if it's in the air.
Gregory was about halfway. If he'd have gotten
right behind
off,
him too short. So
if he'd have gotten off much further and they'd have called it, he'd have got thrown out at first to end the game.
Right.
So kind of a no-win situation there for Gregory. But either way, now Black stands at first, and York, the big lefty, will stand in, trying to extend this inning as they trail 5-4 here in the top of the 7th. J.D. Cochran trying to close out the Aggies.
The Warriors.
First pitch in the dirt.
Win for the Warriors. Close out the Aggies.
Close out the Aggies.
Okay.
1 ball, 1 strike here on York.
Inside pitch.
Inside, 2 balls, 1 strike. Cochran outside this time, 3 balls and 1 strike. So Barrett York here trying to keep this inning alive. They trail by 1. Cochran comes set, deals.
Strike.
It's going to be strike 2, full count. Got a full count here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 7th. Black will be away with the pitch. Cochran throws over to try to keep him close. Fairview looking for something in a gap. Might can score from first with Black speed. Cochran with the pitch. And that's going to be a base hit up the middle.
Sure is, and it's bobbled.
Sutter bobbles it, but keeps the runner at second, so York will keep the inning alive.
Again in Black. Up to bat. Gonna talk to Coach Dumas while the catcher's talking to the pitcher.
So 2 in here in the top of the 7th, 2 out, 2 on. Gannon Black, first baseman, digs into the right-handed batter's box. Now you got to be thinking if you're Fairview, any kind of base hit, hopefully scores a run from second to tie this game. If you're Cochran and the Warriors, you're just trying to get 1 more out. Cochran comes, sets, and the pitch. Foul back to the screen. Black down 0-1. Connor Scott on deck would be the next Fairview batter if Black can reach. Breaking pitch, strike 2. So Black now down 0-2 here in the top of the 7th.
I think they got him last inning or his last at bat on an inside pitch strike.
J.D. Cochran comes set and deals. And it's going to be a foul ball.
Yeah, dead ball.
Black barely got a piece of it. Fouled it straight down. So still an 0-2 count. Cochran will do it again. Gannon Black, possibly the last hope for the Aggies here, stands in, down 0-2. 2 outs. Down by a run. Cochran comes set and deals.
High pitch.
A little high, ball 1. A lot of times in baseball, that last out's the hardest one to get, so.
Everybody's being safe, being smart.
Cochran again.
Base runners are even being safe.
From the stretch. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. And fouled away. Just barely got a piece of it from Gannon Black there to stay alive. Again, West Point leading by 1 here in the top of the 7th. Gannon Black stands in the right-handed batter's box. Cochran comes set and deals.
Nipped it again.
Oh, another foul ball. Foul ball. Gannon did
tried.
what he should do there. He
That's
took
right,
off
he
running,
ran.
thought it was a drop third strike, but he barely got a
right.
piece of it.
Hanging in there. He's battling.
That time probably been better if he didn't get a piece of it on a drop third strike. Came back here to the backstop. Probably would have had bases loaded. Either way, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Again, J.D. Cochran comes set. And the pitch. And it's a strike 3. Struck him out on a high pitch. And that is your ball game. J.D. Cochran comes out to close out the game, and he is fired up.
Yes, he is.
So West Point wins 5-4, and they are your 2023 Cullman County Baseball champions.
It was definitely a close game, tight game, hard fought.
So Fairview got 1 in the first, 1 in the second. Picked up 2 in the 7th. West Point scored 2 in the 3rd, 1 in the 5th, 2 in the 6th, and they close it out. So congratulations to Coach Drew Bryson and the West Point Warriors. They're the 2023 Cullman County Baseball champions. I think that makes it baseball and softball for West Point, I believe. We're going to stay with you a little bit longer as we're going to have some awards to give out here.
Do we need to thank anybody for, as far as the tournament goes, putting on, our hospitality room was hands down amazing. So I don't know who we need to thank for that, but Ms. Hoagland, yeah. Ty said the coconut cake was just outstanding. Yeah. Fantastic.
A lot of people talk about the hospitality room. I just want to thank Cold Springs High School in general for being a gracious host. Cold Springs hosted most all of the Cullman County Championship events this year as they rotate from year to year. Fantastic job. Mr. Eric Dickerson, the principal here at Cold Springs. Miss Jimmy Jennings, she was here with us on commentary, and she's the assistant principal. Big shout out to them for a wonderful job on all these events, but especially here at the baseball tournament this week.
Hey, one thing I wanted to remind folks that if you're watching on Facebook, download our app. CCBOE TV app, search Cullman County Schools on Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV, and put that app on your TV. Watch us directly, and let us know how you like it.
You can watch a lot of these events on demand as well. If you want to go back and watch the game later, you can watch it on all those different platforms that Ty just talked about. Along with other Cullman County Championship events, Dr. Barnett's podcast, things like that. And Mr. Alan Dunkling, the Cullman County Athletic Director out here on the field, going to do a few awards for us here. So again, West Point, your Cullman County champions, winning 5-4 over Fairview. Scoreboard has 8 hits for each team. I'd have to look back at my score sheet, but scoreboard has 8 hits for each team. Well played game here. Again, we want to thank you for joining us here on CCBOE TV for all your Cullman County Championship events. Graduation, I guess. Y'all stream graduation, right? So that'll be our next event to stream will be graduation. Saturday morning, 10 o'clock. I think so. So we're just waiting a few tying up a few loose ends here before our trophy presentation, as well as all county. We're just after 9:20 here, trying to get finished up. Thank you for being with us again. We appreciate being with us and watching on the different platforms that we stream on. I don't know if you can see it on your screen or not. We got Cold Springs Principal, Mr. Eric Dickerson. Again, Alan Dunkling, Cullman County Athletic Director. I'll thank him for all he does for athletics here in Cullman County. Again, Brody Freeman with a fantastic game at the plate and on the mound. J.D. Cochran came in to close it out. Brody Freeman had 2 singles, a double, and a walk. Scored twice. Looks like he had 7 strikeouts, if my numbers are correct. So again, 3 for 3 with a walk. 2 runs, 7 strikeouts, just a fantastic game from Brody Freeman. Again, while we have a minute here, we want to invite you to come out this Friday at 4:30. Cold Springs will take on North Sand Mountain in a first-round playoff matchup. There'll be a doubleheader on Friday at 4:30 and 6:30. Game 3 will be on Saturday at noon if necessary. And also Hanceville will take on Westminster in the first round of playoffs.
They're calling out all county team. I didn't catch the first name, but last name was Johnson. Michael Faust.
Michael Faust from Vinemont. I think it's Holly Pond John Martin, maybe.
They didn't leave us a list here, so.
Yeah, we're just trying to hear PA announcer. Trying to hear PA announcer Ted Blaylock.
Good Hope, Aiden Black.
Good Hope.
Good Hope, Aiden Black.
It's coming down left field. Side. Third baseline, I guess.
From Cold Springs, Brody Bartlett.
Cold Springs Brody Bartlett, shortstop, signed to continue his playing career at UAH.
That's my boy.
He's had a fantastic career here at Cold Springs. We're excited to see what he does in the future in college.
From Fairview, Nick Gregory.
Fairview, number 13, Nick Gregory, starting pitcher here for this game tonight. He's battled. He did a good job.
From Fairview, Crimson Wright.
And number 8, shortstop, and finished the game pitching Crimson Wright. Also,
West Point, Brody Freeman.
yeah, number 8, Brody Freeman from West Point. 3 for 3 with a walk, 2 singles, a double, 7 strikeouts.
West Point, J.D.
Fantastic game.
About as good as you could ask for. Also from West Point, number 2, J.D. Cochran, third baseman, and then closed the game as the pitcher.
From West Point, Skylar Filial.
Skylar Filial for West Point.
Some good hits.
We'll gather them in for a picture here from Mr. Alan Dunkling.
Then I believe they're going to call the most valuable player for the tournament or the finals. I'm not really certain where that comes.
Give these guys a
The
big
entire
hand.
tournament or just this game. But
Yeah, congratulations to West Point. You got to give credit to Fairview. They battled, took a lead early. Tried to rally there in the top of the seventh. It just came up a little bit short. 5-4 was a fantastic ball game.
Most valuable player of the Cullman County Baseball Tournament, Brody Freeman.
Yeah, again, number 8, Brody Freeman.
Yeah.
I don't know what he did in game 1 today, but in game 2 here in the championship was about as good as you could ask for. 2 singles, a double, a walk, all that at the plate. All that's probably enough to win MVP, but he also had 7 strikeouts pitching, so just a
later in the game, too. It wasn't like it was first and second inning.
Yeah, he really got into a groove in the 4th, 5th, and 6th, and then just shut them down. Got into a little bit of trouble in the 7th, and Cochran closed it, but 4th, 5th, and 6th, he just went into cruise control. I think 4th, 5th, and 6th, he was probably only faced 10 batters, where 9 would have been the minimum, and the one base runner was because of an error. So.
Yeah. Right now, they just called out a scholarship that the Baseball Association has started doing. I think it's $1,500 scholarship to someone that's probably going to go on and play baseball. So that's hopefully to help with finances.
Sure.
Because, sometimes you don't get everything paid for.
Right.
That's kind of a misunderstanding sometimes when you sign to play ball. There's something still left to pay for, whether it's books or housing or food. So that goes to Brody Freeman.
A little bit more hardware to give out here.
The 2023 Cullman County Baseball Tournament goes to the Fairview Aggies.
So your runner-up, 2023 Cullman County Baseball Tournament, the Fairview Aggies. Head coach Nick Dumas.
I believe this was a repeat from last year, correct? West Point was the winner and Fairview came runner-up last year?
Yeah, I think you may be right. Got some media members out, along with Fairview Principal Chris Gambrill, getting some pictures of the Fairview baseball team there. I don't know what these two teams have as far as seniors and underclassmen, but always come to the end of a season, start thinking about long term what's the future going to look like. Sure.
I think I count 3 seniors. We have Caden Jennings, Devin Ellis.
I do know they had 2 8th graders in the lineup, so that's a couple of guys you plan to have around for a long time.
That's right.
Again, your 2023 Cullman County baseball champions, the West Point Warriors. Coach Drew Bryson.
They had to fight hard for that one, so that one probably feels real good.
Beat Good Hope earlier today. It was also a competitive ball game, but they kind of pulled away late, much like this one. The first person at All County was Dalton Johnson from Hanceville. Got Vinemont Michael Faust, Holly Pine John Martin, Good Hope Aiden Black, Cold Springs Brody Bartlett, Fairview Nick Gregory, Fairview Crimson Wright, West Point Brody Freeman, West Point J.D. Cochran, West Point Skylar Filial. That was the all-county team if we missed any of it earlier.
Well, Adam, I have enjoyed this. Thank you for leading our broadcast. Ty, thank you for asking.
Yes, ma'am. We have enjoyed it again.
It's been a good one.
Donald Freeman Field at Cold Springs, West Point, the 2023 Cullman County Baseball Champions. I'm Adam McKinnon. Been joined by Jimmy Jennings. And we thank you for being with us, and we'll see you next time.
CCBOE.TV, a service of Cullman County Schools.